Hello and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and Scorpio. Welcome into this reading, Sun Moon Rising. I did do a reading yesterday, guys, and I realized later that there was some problem with the sound. Maybe because I was wearing my earphones and the sound did not really register. So it could be only that, but I'm doing a new check on you, Scorpio, for around this time of the year from the 11th of October until the next 2.5 weeks. And we'll see your energies. We'll revisit your energy rather. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. And I'm really sorry once again, guys. It was an experiment, I guess, didn't work. That's the only thing I can say, right? So maybe whatever happens for the good. So we are doing another update, another check on you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Scorpio in the collective. It's a general reading with Jupiter and Venus in your individual planetary positions. So take it in the way this reading, this guidance, this message resonates with you. We'll cut the deck and we'll go from there. I will definitely clarify the cards to see what the message is all about, so that we have a better understanding of your situation in here, Scorpio. Let's look at your energy, Scorpio. Let's cut the deck here, guys. Let's see what we have here for you. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Chariot. Wow. Okay. You might not be able to see all the cards, but we'll check the Eight of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Wow. The Five of Wands. Okay. There is some kind of a learning lesson at your end, Scorpio. That you have understood, you have realized, and you don't want to involve yourself in that, but we'll see the energies here. So it's a beautiful energy, guys. You're getting ready for something good in your life. Some of you could be even looking for a new proposal, a new marriage, getting ready for that big event, right? Some of you guys are getting ready to finally say what you haven't said for a long time. You have been thinking, fighting over this whole situation for a very long time, but I get a feeling now it's coming to a sense of you knowing that you will have to say and take a risk in order to be victorious in a situation that you want to involve yourself in, right? Some of you guys could have been single, but you're like getting ready to mingle, right? And that's where you're coming to a point of your knowledge, understanding of this situation. Let's look at the Nine of Pentacles first, and we'll see what our message is for you around this portion in time, Scorpio. Let's look at you. In fact, it's surprising that you show up in the Ten of Cups energy. So you're definitely going forward for a commitment. Let's see the Nine of Pentacles here. The Four of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, guys, it's interesting. Okay. You have been thinking about this situation. You want to say this, right? You kind of, it could be somebody in your life that you really love, you like, and you want to go forward with that story, right? You want to make a commitment, you want to take a leap of faith in this situation, but you are you're feeling insecure. The reason you're feeling insecure, it's because of you. You have kind of taken it into yourself that whatever you have to say, right, to somebody in your life who could be in this Nine of Pentacle energy, who is clearly independent, has her abundance. I say it's her because it's a she female figure. It can be a man or a woman, doesn't matter. My readings are never gender based, right? So, whoever it is in this Nine of Pentacle energy, guys, for you, is definitely somebody who you have an eye on. Okay, you have an eye on this person, is more so I'm getting. Or this person has an eye on you. It can be anything, but somebody will have to break the silence here. Nobody is talking here. You are not talking, and maybe the other person is not talking. You could be thinking about it a lot, with the Four of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the Eight of Swords. It's like you want to say it, whatever is there in yourself, or maybe the other person wants to say it, but none of you guys are really coming to the point of this saying it, right? It's all stuck in the throat. None of y'all are uttering, taking a call on this situation. I mean, it's like you want to take a call, but it's like you don't know if it's going to be successful. You're scared if you're rejected. You're more scared of rejection. You're like, I don't know, right? You're holding yourself back because you're scared of facing that rejection. But at the end of the day, universe is saying, what are you scared of? Either it's going to be a yes or it's going to be a no, right? So you be prepared for either one. You can be prepared for either one, right? But it is a commitment. It's a commitment that you guys are looking now. It could be a romantic commitment. It also, for some people, could be official commitment that you all want to take a new job, a new self-employment. You want to get into something that brings money into your vicinity, but you're scared of saying a yes. Like you could be getting a proposal on that. Somebody could have said, somebody could have proposed that particular subject to you, but you're like, you're caught in that catch-22 situation. It's almost like you want to say it, you want to give your approval, you want to say a yes, because there is a commitment factor. See the Hanged Man, you're thinking about it, but you're not, you're processing a lot of information, but you're not able to ascertain if you can do it, right? Let's look at the Ten of Cups. So, because to you, it looks to me like this is a commitment. Like I said, it could be romantic, it could be business, whatever that commitment is for you. It involves a lot of, that you have to stick by it. You just can't move out of that commitment once you say yes to it, like, right? Let's look at the Ten of Cups. So it's like Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Yeah. See, it's almost like you want to really do it. You want to go ahead. You want to begin this adventure. You're very interested in this project, whether it's, like I said, whether it's a romantic, whether it's a business, doesn't matter. But it definitely will bring in a lot of, if it's a self-employment project, guys, it's definitely going to bring in a lot of money for you. You will do well. You will enjoy that because you will have your freedom. You will have your independence. For some, it could be that, there is somebody in your life who is in that energy, and you want to propose, right? But at the end of the day, it's almost like you want to say it. You want to get out of this crossroad of thinking and thinking and thinking, and do and say what you want to. But again, like I said, you are kind of skeptical about the whole situation, and you're not sure uh, if you can do it. But you're definitely putting in a lot of thought around this portion, because like I said, this is a commitment. So once you walk into this commitment, whether it's personal or professional, whether you walk whenever you walk into this commitment, you have to stick with that, right? You just can't be like, go there, start a business, right? And then 2 days later you discover, oh, you're not enjoying it and you want to quit it. You can do that, right? So that is where it is better to take time, right? It's better because it could involve money for you as well, but it also involves freedom for you, right? Whatever that story could be in your life, whatever kind of freedom you're looking for. So at one hand you really want it, but on the other you're like, I can I? It's like you're caught in that little tiny web of thoughts, right? Where you're mulling and mulling and going over this whole story, and yet you're not saying anything, but you want to say it. You really want to open the chapter, and you want to say a yes or a no. You want to give a confirmation, but it's like a little bit tight. Okay, then we have the Chariot, right? So it means that you want to be in the driver's seat. Now, whatever you're taking up in your life, personal or professional, guys, you have to be the person, you have to be the person in the driver's seat. So which means you have to drive the whole project. You have to drive the vehicle. You have to drive the whole stuff that you're getting into. And to be in the driver's seat, you're not very sure as of now whether you can kind of balance the whole thing, or because for you it's also a matter of balancing something in your life, right? So if you're not very sure about the whole situation, whether you can balance it, then you can't be in the driver's seat, because then all the four wheels will not function or run together. You cannot run the vehicle on 2 wheels or 3 wheels. All the four will have to be in accordance with you driving the vehicle, right? But you're thinking about it. You're not very sure if you can really run this project. Let's look at the Chariot. You're kind of caught in that tiny, like I said, you're caught in that tiny web of dark thoughts. Not dark in a bad way. Not dark in a bad way, but dark in the way that, you're not sure if you can do it. Let's look at the Chariot here. Please talk to me about the Chariot. Because right now, see the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Yeah, see? It's almost like you want that freedom. It's almost like you want that stability. You want that freedom. You want to be happy by yourself, right? You want to, because okay, this is almost like that if you can get into the driver's seat, guys, you will do well. No doubt about it. You will do well, because you will get your freedom, you will get your independence, you will bring back your stability. That itself will bring back your confidence in money, right? Financial freedom will occur in your life. But like I said, you want to act on it, guys. You really want to act on this situation is what I'm getting. But the problem over here is that you're not sure if you can run the show, so that's where you have paused. That's where you're pausing the situation. You're not taking action on this right away. Even though you know that you definitely have to take action on this situation, you cannot keep pausing it, because the more you pause, this situation, whatever it is in your life, guys, will leave you, because every situation stays with you in a planetary position, will stay with you only for a certain period of time. So whatever that decision could be, if you're not very sure about it, take your time a little bit, no problem. But don't take too much of time to decide on that, because if you take too much of time, then that whole situation will kind of phase out, right? So whatever it is, you have paused, you're really giving it a good thought. There are a lot of information you're possibly receiving at this point, which is what, somebody could be telling you that do this, somebody could be bringing in more knowledge, more information, the way you have to act on it if you want to start this project, the business, or if you want to do something that brings your financial freedom and independence into your life. So you could be receiving a lot of information on that particular subject, which is what you know will happen if you can do it. But then you want to really be very sure about the whole situation, that if you commit yourself to that situation, you have to stick with it. I mean, but it will definitely work, because you can, but you're kind of feeling a little bit under the weather, Scorpio. It's like you're not getting that, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not kind of finding that confidence in yourself, that you need to, you can do it. There is also a matter of feeling confident, right? Which is where that once you find your financial stability, the confidence will come back into your life. But again, the thing is, the work that involves, right, whatever that story is, for you, that is something that if you give your word to it, you cannot walk out of that situation. It's not going to be great on you if you do that. So you are feeling a little bit iffy and under the weather, because let's look at the Eight of Wands again. There are messages that is going to come in. The Ten of Wands, the Empress, and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's almost like you're feeling very low about a situation, and you want success now. You really want to bring success in your life. You want to bring back abundance in your life. You want to bring back your health, wealth, and vitality in your life. You want success, period. And because you're tired. You're tired of running from pillar to post, trying to bring abundance into your life. Maybe some of you guys have been working very hard and you want to take a break from that situation. You don't want to do a 9 to 5 job, right? You want to do a job that gives you that freedom and the money as well, but also gives you that freedom from your 9 to 5 work life, right? Or some of you guys want to take up, like I said, a self-employment opportunity that will allow you to run the show at your call, right? And that you can employ people and work, and they can work for you without you having to run from pillar to post, right? Because you don't want to, like I said, you are tired of doing the job. You're tired of working and breaking your back, and it usually happens to people over a long time when they are working from a 9 to 5, or they're doing a morning shift, or they're doing an afternoon shift, or whatever that situation could be. You don't want to do that, Scorpio. You want success in your life. You want to bring back abundance in your life, right? But you don't want to be in that position where people are throwing their load over you, right? You want to get out of that situation, and you want to, like I said, you want to be abundant in your own way. You want to bring, you want to grow, you want to be successful, but without that back-breaking work, right? You don't want to. So you want to take something up in your life that gives you everything back, but at the end of the day, you don't have to break your back, right? It's very important for you. So that's where, the Page of Wand is showing up in here, which is where they could be telling you that you need to take a risk for that success. And there could be ideas that people could be coming up and telling you, letting you know, there could be more than one idea. But that also kind of spoils the fun, because more than one idea, sometimes you might get mixed up in your thinking process. So you have to be very clear about your thinking process in here. Don't get into too many ideas, listening to too many advices from people. You have to pick one particular idea and work with that. Let's look at the Page of Wand, right? And work with that. Don't try to play upon too many ideas. The Three of Wand, the Seven of Sword, and the Queen of Sword. Yeah. So it's, people might be, like I told you, people might be throwing many ideas on you. Some could be giving you some knowledge, some wisdom. Some could be even giving you, bad ideas, right? Some could be telling you, oh, you know what? You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. Okay, take a shortcut. Do this, do that. You don't have to work very hard. Things like, oh, you don't have to be all that fussy over the job situation. You can take a break whenever, those kind of bad advices. So you could get a mix of good and bad advices here, Scorpio, for yourself, but you have to know the truth. You have to be very clear about your situation. If you pick up on the bad advices, you will work on the bad advices. If you pick up on the good advices, you will work on the good advices. So your knowledge and your wisdom, it's almost like you have to use your intelligence here. Don't depend on other people, what they are telling you. Work with your intelligence, work thoroughly, because other people, like I said, not all advices will be bad. Not all advices will be good for you around this portion in time. So whatever advices are coming in, right, and they will come in, whatever advices are coming in at this point in time, you have to cherry pick. You have to be very intelligent, to cut through the good and the bad advices that people are going to come up in your life with at this point in time, and pick the right cherry for yourself. Know the right cherry that is going to bring you back your abundance. So don't thrive. The message over here is don't thrive on every advice you get, and don't just sit on the advices you receive and say, oh yeah, this is the right advice and I should work on that. No. Use your intelligence, use your brain power. You don't need every advice in your kitty. You have enough intelligence in yourself to decide for yourself, Scorpio, what you need to do in order to get your Six of Wands or the victory here, right? So you have to be very smart. You have to be very smart. Don't be worried, be stress-free, but be very smart for yourself. That is important message in here at this point in time. Okay, let's look at the Six of Wands. So you have to be very careful at this point. The King of Cups, the Hermit, and the Page of Cups. Yeah, you have to, this is your energy. You have to be doubly sure about yourself. You have to use your logic and your emotional intelligence, because messages can be coming, like I said, some will bring this message, some will bring that message, some will bring a surprising message that might kind of surprise you, and it might come from somebody in your life with whom you don't really interact much, and they are not from your level, your society. Somebody who is an artist kind of a thing, somebody who is a carpenter, somebody who comes from a little different kind of a society, basically, right? They're not probably belonging to your kind of level or kind of status in your life. So even if you receive that kind of message, guys, you have to think about it. Because you will be receiving messages. So the kind of message you pick up on, the kind of advice you pick up on at this point is very important to you. So whatever you receive, logically, you have to cut the bad stuff off, right? Logically, if you receive bad advices, don't hear them, cut it off. Emotionally, if you receive messages about this situation, think about it. Think about it, use your emotional intelligence, work with your emotional intelligence, know what is the right thing to do, right? Think about it, mull over it, give it a good thought. But if you find illogical advices, or people with bad advices come to you, don't even bother. Don't even bother, because if you take those, you will not prosper. Any shortcut in life doesn't work. So know that. So whatever you're going to do has to be in the right way. So therefore, if illogical advices comes to you, don't even bother. Take it out hear it from one ear and take it out from the other ear, right? But when it comes to emotional advice, like somebody says something to you, right? Let's look at the Page of Cups. Somebody who is probably, like I said, from a different strata of the society, is not your kind, tells you something, and you're like, makes you think, and you're like, yeah, yes, definitely hear that person out, right? Page of Cups, the King of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. It's almost like this person will tell you, that will kind of open up your vision in life. Whatever that message is that you will receive from this Page of Cups, right? It will kind of give you an insight into your emotional part of the story. What is important for you to take and what is important for you to leave. If you're not happy with something in your life, for example, if you're in a job, right? I'm talking about the professional front. If you're in a job and you're not happy in that situation, your boss is not a good person, you're going from 9 to 5, sometimes you end up working till about a good another hour, 2 hours more, and you're never getting appreciated for your hard work, right? You're not getting a pay raise, you're not getting appreciated, your bonus is not really that great. So you're kind of being taken for a ride, right? You're not really enjoying that scenario. So you want to leave that scenario. So in which case somebody will come and tell you something that logically you will know for sure is not a right situation. That's what I told you. Immediately cut that off. But emotionally you will get a message that will, that will open up your vision to your ideas, and you will know for sure, what you need to leave behind. There could have been a missed opportunity in your life before, Scorpio, something that you could have got and you never took You never took that seriously and you did not work on that, right? But now is the time that you might somebody could reason out with you and tell you, that will open your vision to your understanding that right now you need to let that go. You need to let that go, in the sense you need to let that missed opportunity kind of a situation that you had been feeling, um, feeling quite sad. Oh, you should have done that before. You should have done what when the opportunity was ripe, and yet you could not do that. That feeling that you have missed out something important in your life, that you need to walk away from. That will open up your vision to your understanding that it's not always important to mull over the past situation, right? It is important to intellectually and intelligently, emotionally function well, to understand that what you can do now as a new start to your victory and success. What has happened before, let that go. Yes, you might not have been successful before. Yes, you might have missed an opportunity before. Yes, there could have been a lot of things that has happened before. But what has happened before is not important to you now. What you have to do now is more important towards your victory and success. And this is where, your vision will kind of expand to tell you that I don't need to look behind me. I need to look in front of me and see what I can do in order to bring back success and victory in my life. Right? So that is the energy that you guys will be playing with. The Five of Wands, the Five of Wands. You got both Five of Wands in here, see? It cannot be a coincidence. It cannot be a coincidence. So there is a lot of learning lesson, the Ten of Wands, 5 and 5. So there is a lot of learning lesson that you guys have faced, right? With the Hermit and the Ace of Pentacles, where you're now thinking about a new start in your life. You're getting away, moving away from a difficult situation. You want to move away from a difficult situation. You want to let the past go, right? You want to let that past go. You want to take on your future course, your future energy. You want to do a lot of things. So yeah, so you have to plan. You have to be very wise, because, at this point in time, it could be that you have had a bad investment before in your life, and you don't want to repeat that mistake again, right? So this time around, you have to, because you have learned your lesson, you have to be very careful, right? You have to understand, work in your own way, figure things out, right? Figure things out, work with your logical energy, but don't get caught. Don't get caught. Work with dedication, work with honesty. Learn new things, learn new skills, try to understand things better, and let go of your hollow victory. Let go of your hollow victory, right? Because that hollow victory, that pride, that ego has not brought in any kind of joy in your life. So whatever you're moving forward to now, you will have to restart a fresh project in your life. But this time around, Scorpio, be very wise that you do not engage yourself in any kind of ego war, in any kind of conflict, in any kind of a battle. You have to, like they say, it's a win or a loss situation for you. So let that go, right? Don't sit in that hollow victory of whether I can win or lose. Try to do something in your life that you know will definitely bring back your success if you definitely put in a lot of hard work in yourself, right? But you have to be focused You have to work with a lot of dedication. You have to know a lot of new things you have to learn. So you cannot have that victory or that empty victory sitting in your zone. If you think you know better than other people, then you won't be able to engage yourself in anything new. So you have to allow people to teach you. You have to learn from people. You have to understand new things from people. You have to work with people, but you also have to work with yourself, right? But don't sit with your pride and ego thinking that you know it all and others don't know anything. If you sit in that kind of an energy, then you're not going to make a move in your life. But if you let that energy go and you allow people to help you, and you allow that help and you learn from people, you pick up good things from people, that's when you will be able to move forward. That's where you will get your success in your life, right? So therefore, hear everybody out. Don't neglect anybody in your life, because you don't know who is bringing what message that is going to open up your vision towards your future, leaving your past behind. But if you think that anybody else is giving you wrong advices in life, they are telling you wrong things, they're giving you shortcut theories, they are trying to be deceitful with people, with you, they're trying to be extra smart, right? Like the fox, they're trying to be extra smart, they're trying to be sly and cunning. No, cut them off. So be very careful what are the advices you pick around this point in time and what are the advices you don't pick at all, right? So enjoy this reading, guys, until I see you once again. Till then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, Namaste.